We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, and today is Saturday, so we're taking a look at another new release film. This one is a Netflix original called Hustle, starring Adam Sandler, Queen Latifah, Ben Foster, Juancho Hernan Gomez, Robert Duvall, Jordan Hull, Anthony Edwards, Jaleel White, Tobias Harris, Julius Irving, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Doc Rivers, and Allen Iverson. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews. As I said during the introduction, today is another new release film, and today's new release comes to us from the Netflix streaming platform. It's a Netflix original entitled Hustle. And as our movie opens, we meet Stanley Sugarman, an aging international scout for the Philadelphia 76ers of the NBA. Now, Stanley lives on the road, and he's always searching for future stars. And his frequent travel has begun to take a toll on his wife, Teresa, as well as his daughter, Alex. Stanley is well liked by Rex Merrick, the owner of the 76ers. However, he constantly clashes philosophically with Rex's son, Vincent. Rex promotes Stanley to assistant coach, which will finally allow him to remain home with his family. However, that evening, Rex passes away, leaving Vince in charge of the team. We then jump ahead, and it's 3 months later, and Vince demotes Stanley back to his position as scout and sends him overseas to find him a new star. Stanley meets with his former college teammate, Leon Rich, who encourages him to leave the 76ers and join him as a player agent. After Stanley's plan to scout another player in Spain falls through, he finds himself watching a local pickup game where he is stunned by an unknown player who possesses incredible skill and talent. Stanley attempts to speak with the man whose name is Bo Cruz, but he is rebuffed until he makes a FaceTime call to Dirk Nowitzki in order to prove his legitimacy. Now, Bo and his mother, Paola, recount his life story about how he was a talented player even from an early age, and he was invited to America to play ball at the age of only 15. However, Bo stayed in Spain after his girlfriend became pregnant with his daughter, Lucia. So now Bo basically works construction and makes extra money on the side by hustling at basketball. After an impressive workout with members of the Spanish national team, Stanley urges the 76ers front office to sign Bo Cruz immediately. But Vincent is unconvinced. So Stanley takes matters into his own hands by bringing Bo to the United States on his own dime and telling Bo that he will either get signed by the Sixers or he will enter the NBA draft. At the airport, however, Bo is detained for an aggravated assault charge that he received back in Spain. He is released, but warned that he could be deported if he were to be arrested in America. Stanley takes Bo to play at a showcase organized by Leon, which is also being attended by the presumptive second overall draft pick, Kermit Wiltz. Stanley tells Bo that if he can shut Kermit down, it will significantly raise his stock with the Sixers. During the workout, Bo shows some flashes of talent, but he struggles on offense and at guarding Wiltz, who trash talks him and throws him off of his game. When Vince tells Stanley that he is still uninterested in Bo, Stanley quits the 76ers, deciding to put all of his efforts behind getting Bo ready for the NBA draft combine, which is only 6 weeks away. Stanley tells Bo that his only weakness is his sensitivity, and he encourages him to build his mental toughness. Teresa and Alex assist with the training process by preparing meals and taping workouts. And Bo is able to improve dramatically through Stanley's coaching, but Leon is unable to get him into the combine after Vince spreads information about Bo's assault charge. This causes Bo to get furious at Stanley, and he eventually reveals that the charge stemmed from a fight with Lucia's mother's boyfriend after she tried to claim sole custody of Lucia. Stanley then reveals that he injured his hand from a drunk driving accident that occurred while he was in college, which derailed his entire basketball team's season and put him in jail for 6 months. With their trust now renewed in each other, Stanley works tirelessly to get Bo into the combine without success. So, in order to create a buzz, generate interest, the Sugarmans enlist Dr. J, Julius Irving, in order to create a viral video of the BOA challenge, where people, including 76ers player Tobias Harris, attempt to score on Bo for money. Bo is eventually accepted into the combine off of the success of the video, and Stanley brings Paola and Lucia to the United States in order to support Bo. Bo is able to impress in the physical elements of the combine, but he must face off one more time against Kermit Wiltz during a 5-on-5 exhibition game. Now, Bo initially performs well, but he becomes upset after Kermit begins trash talking Bo's daughter and mother, eventually snapping, pushing Kermit down, and storming out of the workout. Both Stanley and Bo think their journey is over. However, at the airport, while waiting for Bo's flight back to Spain, Leon calls Stanley regarding a very private game for only players and front office members, which Bo and Kermit have both been invited to. Finally playing without pressure for the very first time, Bo is able to lock Kermit down defensively and demonstrate his full offensive abilities. Rex's daughter, Kat, recognizes Stanley's talent and reveals that she is now taking over for Vince and rehires Stanley. Our movie concludes 5 months later as the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics are about to tip off for a game against each other, with Stanley coaching for the Sixers and Bo playing for the Celtics. This was a really fun movie. I didn't know really what to expect from it. It's one again that I chose because the cast listing. I saw Adam Sandler and Queen Latifah, and I was like, okay, this intrigues me. Queen Latifah is playing Adam Sandler's wife. This could be interesting. And then I discovered it was a dramatic role for Sandler. Yeah, there's a few ha-ha moments, comedic elements. You're not going to have a Sandler movie without a little bit of ha-ha. But overall, this was a dramatic film for him, and it was really good. I enjoyed this, and it seems like as Sandler is getting older and deeper into his Hollywood career, he's doing a little bit more serious stuff. Now, I haven't seen this movie, but I've heard Uncut Gems is along the same lines. It's a little bit more of a dramatic role. And that got rave reviews for him. This one I really enjoyed. Now, I'm not a huge basketball fanatic. I listened to the Lakers back in the late 80s, early 90s, the Showtime era. Listened to that on the radio. And yeah, I followed Jordan and Pippen in the mid 90s there with the Bulls. And even a little bit, I followed the Lakers again when Shaq came to the team and Kobe was first drafted. But I've never really been a huge basketball fanatic. So I didn't really know if the basketball part of this was going to captivate me. But it did. A lot of the roles of the basketball players were played by legitimate NBA stars. And the guy that played Bo, I honestly feel could have a movie career lining up for him should basketball start to run its course. You know, you think about the way Shaq came into Hollywood. And first he did Blue Chips, which was that dramatic movie for him, kind of a fictionalized story as to how he came into the NBA. And then he showed so much promise in that movies, good or bad, we're not here to judge, like Kazam, like Steel, followed for Shaq. For Juancho Hernan Gomez, and I hope I pronounced that right, this very well could be his Blue Chips. I found him to be captivating and entertaining, and I honestly think that from here he could have, again, we're not here to judge for good or bad, for better or for worse, he could have a Kazam or a Steel style of movie in him. He's charismatic, he's captivating, and I think that as long as the script is good, which let's be real, those movies for Shaq, the script could use some work. But no one ever knocked Shaq's performance in those. Go back in the Renegades Reviews archives and look at my review for Steel. The movie was bad, but you could not take your eyes off of Shaq. He was so charismatic. I think that could be the same thing here. So I hope that he has more movies in Hollywood lining up for him. Definitely could be filming during the off season, once the NBA is done for the year, go make a movie, be back in time for season to start back up. He's got it in him. He's got what it takes. Will Hollywood come knocking is the ultimate question. When it comes to my rating for this film, I this may seem low based of how much I'm talking good about it, but I'm only marking it this way because, like I said, I've never been huge on basketball, and it's only the first time seeing it. Maybe with a couple repeat viewings, its rating scale would boost up for me. But right now, today, I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I did thoroughly enjoy this film. I thought Sandler and Latifah and Hernan Gomez did amazing jobs in their roles. Like I said, I look for bigger, better, brighter things from Juancho Hernan Gomez. And again, I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize immensely. But I look for bigger and better things from him down the road. I definitely think he has what it takes. What do you guys think? Those of you that have seen Hustle, let me know. If you're watching the premiere, leave your thoughts and comments over here. If you're watching on demand later in the day, leave your thoughts and comments down here. Let's engage in that conversation. Let's have that communication about these movies. That's the way we're going to get our opinions out there. And it's the way we're going to come together as movie fans. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel, as we once again step into the War Zone, the weekly acquisition report, my weekly show where I show off some of the newest additions to my ever growing movie library. On this episode, I'm going to be showing off some stuff that I found from secondhand stores, specifically Facebook Shopping, a pawn shop, and 510 Books in Pomona, California. And then immediately following, the War Zone over on the Jeff Meacham Network. Make sure you tune in for their extensive coverage of the Forbidden Door, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Jeff Meacham, Noah Foster, James Hebert, and whoever else may be coming through the Forbidden Door to join the coverage over on the Jeff Meacham Network. You're not going to want to miss out on any of that coverage, both here on the Casa D18 Studios channel and over on the Jeff Meacham Network. Thank you very much to each and every one of you guys that tuned in. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, share the video with all your family, your friends, other movie lovers, Adam Sandler fans, fans of professional basketball, the NBA, movie lovers in general, cinephiles. Get this video out there, tweet it, share it, boost up my visibility in the YouTube algorithms so I can eventually get monetized. It's my end of the year goal. We're making good strides, but we can do better. Visibility is going up, viewership hours are going up, but we still have a lot of work to do, fans. Thank you to each and every one of you that has helped out so far, that tuned in today, and I will see you guys next time.